My name is Jeff Damana. I'm VP of Recruiting Services here at ExtensisHR. ExtensisHR is a PEO, so a professional employer organization. We partner really with small, medium businesses to help them with their HR needs. Typically, they come to us first, starting with healthcare benefits. They are able to come under our umbrella in a co-employment fashion, which really allows them to get Fortune 500 level benefits, even if they're a small startup or just kind of kicking off their business. It gives them that ability to get that carrier kind of coverage for their employees. And then we help with things like payroll, their HR compliance, handbooks. We do recruiting, obviously, which is what we use hireEZ for. And we've continued to grow. We're 27 years in existence. We've grown into the Southeast now for the first time over the last couple of years. Over 1,000 clients, over 300 employees, 1,000 worksite employees when you put all of our co-employment together. So we're really excited where the organization's going. The business and the industry in general is very much, kind of a hot industry right now. We're really happy to be a part of it, and I think we're doing a great job with it. We do a lot of hybrid recruiting in terms of who's handling Extensis and our clients. So for Extensis, it could be really anything in our departments. Our most reoccurring roles are HR oriented. We're always hiring sales reps. Our sales ops team has probably tripled in the last couple of years. So data analyst type people, things along those lines. So it's a lot of different things, and we handle that all internally. Specifically at Extensis, we work with 18 different industries, right? We call it our E18. They're predominantly white-collar organizations. Our top 3 last year was healthcare, law firms, and nonprofit. So a lot of like legal assistants. We get into things like executive assistants, staff accountants. All that's kind of that traditional staff level roles. Working with places like hireEZ, though, have allowed us to expand upon that, right? So we've done a little bit more of executive fronts. We've hired a CFO last year. We hired a hospital administrator who runs kind of an entire hospital, which was awesome. So we've been able to branch out because we have stronger our resources are getting stronger and stronger. But essentially those traditional staff level roles that are transactional and especially important within those kind of small, medium businesses kind of fall into our wheelhouse. Prior to hireEZ, the team's tech stack was your traditional job boards, posting, using their databases. We bounced around between the traditional household names, right? We obviously still utilize to a certain extent LinkedIn Recruiter, but that was a little bit heavier for us, a few years ago. Our processes prior to this really looked completely different, right? And some of that's us adjusting to, our client base and what their needs are and their bandwidth. We were doing a lot of vetting, a lot of phone screens, and really the juice wasn't worth the squeeze a lot of times, right? So we needed to make it a little bit quicker, put the ball more in their court. So instead of getting into emailing stacks of resume or sharing through an applicant tracking system, a PDF with 12 different profiles, we use hireEZ's collaborator dashboard, I think as extensively as any other client that hireEZ has. And essentially our clients have that dashboard, the collaborator dashboard. We share with them the best profiles possible. We use the blind sourcing, so there's unconscious bias. Typically, we like to use either a JD that was created by the client or within Extensis. We use it for Extensis, obviously, as well, or that ideal profile, right? Like we wanted to duplicate the person in the role that's doing a great job. We'll throw them in there and they build the search on there. We like to have, kind of a shared screen experience with our client to say, all right, where are the adjustments? What certifications do you need? Where do we like these people? And then we always open up a collaborator dashboard for the client so we can share with them. They can click good fit on people if they like. We do utilize the rediscovery piece. We partner with iCIMS as our applicant tracking system. So we got the dual integration. And that's great because, a lot of our clients, the roles are still those proactive type of candidates, people who want to go to a job board and apply. And we, still utilize a lot of the traditional job boards, the sponsored jobs, so on and so forth. So those applicants are coming through our applicant tracking. We also have utilized iCIMS for years, so we have a robust ATS database as well. So when we get into a sourcing situation with that rediscovery, we are pulling the people from the hireEZ database as well as the hundreds of thousands of people we have in our applicant tracking. And then more importantly, it gives us the ability to say to our clients and to our hiring managers, here are passive candidates we found through hireEZ. Here are also candidates who applied, but it's all in that one dashboard. You can share with them. They can click good fit on people if they like. And when they do, we use the auto engage. So the auto engage in the sequence has been phenomenal, right? Because now anytime they click good fit, that person's getting a message right away. We set up, whether it's every 2 days, every 3 days until they get back. And then we make the intro to our client using a calendar invite of some sort so that the candidate can put time on their calendar. I think the cool thing that we've seen with the response rate that really intrigues me is, and is obvious, right? Because we all do it. The first outreach, the number is relatively low, right? We're 12 or 14%, which is, I think, pretty good, but still a lower number. And then I think 2 and 3 last quarter, we went up to 44% and then like 65, 66%, which makes sense because someone calls you the first time, you ignore it, right? You get an email, a random email, you ignore it. You see the second or third one, it starts to ring true. And we're really good at being creative with what we do in those sequences. So the second one might be a little bit more personalized, or the third one might have some different collateral for them to review. So I think we do a good job of managing that, but the idea that we don't have to worry about going back, I haven't reached out to them in 2 days, I haven't reached out to them in a week. It's all done for you, and the response, as we see in that response rate graphic, continues to go up. It's still managed by a person, right? So, and it's still now, hey, if someone gets back to us, now we make the intro to our client, but it's made it such a quick and easy process for us that it's allowed us to, again, ramp up from about 150, 160 hires in 2022 to 225 last year, and I think that number will continue to increase. And the clients love it. So if everyone's interested in ExtensisHR, ExtensisHR.com, the career page is phenomenal. You can learn about not only what we do as an organization, but obviously career opportunities. But yeah, we're growing. We're moving into a lot of different markets, and we're looking for top talent. We really pride ourselves on that, and that's why we have these resources that we have in place, because we are never just looking to fill a role. We always want to fill it with the best person possible, and we've done a really good job of that. We take a lot of pride in that, and that's something that we're going to continue to do no matter how fast our growth is.